What's up, everybody? Well, I got another ASUS G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today, and today I've got a interesting cooling video for you guys today. I've decided to try one more time to get decent temps, so I'm going to attempt to use these thermal Grizzly Kryosheets that came out a little while ago. I saw them on Jay's 2 cents, and they seem to be very close to whatchamacallit, liquid metal, so that's pretty cool, but same thing with PTM, and at least my particular application of it did not do so well. It did better than when I had the liquid metal on there, but we're still not close to what I had it when I was stock. I used to max out at 96C and it would never even hit 97 ever, no matter like what, not even for a second. And now we're getting up to 98, 99C sometimes on the CPU. But before that, we even hit like 100 with the liquid metal. 101, so that's the highest I've ever seen mine get, so hopefully we can do better than that. And then the GPU was used to get up to 86 tops, never got any hotter than that. Now that gets up to 89, 90 as well, and that's annoying. So according to the laptop, that doesn't affect performance, but I don't know. I feel like that still messes with your GPU boost algorithms, but I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. Anyway though, so I'm pretty much ready to go. This isn't gonna be the usual video where I sit here and take you step by step how to unscrew screws or anything like that, but I just wanted to pretty much set everything you'd need out so everyone would know. Just get yourself a good screwdriver, get yourself a pair of tweezers, because that'll also help when you install these guys, because they are definitely hard to handle. They're light and they move all over the place. And in fact, this is probably the most optimal system to try to install them into. If you try hooking up to a motherboard or something like that, especially if it's standing upright, if you don't have something to hold it in place before you get pressure on it, it's just gonna keep falling on you. And heck, the slightest wind breeze will blow it away. So hell, I might even have to use like a little thermal compound on like the two sides or something just to hold it in place. We'll see. Anyway though, we got ourselves a place to put our nuts and or our screws and whatnot. We got some little pry bars to pry the thing open. We've got some K5 Pro, if it'll focus. I guess it doesn't really want to focus on that, but whatever. We've got some K5 Pro to put on all the memory and the MOSFETs and whatnot, seeing as though that stuff I was using before, the Thermal Grizzly Extreme, is more of a CPU application. I'm pretty sure once we open that up, that's probably going to be dried out and crappy. Though, surprisingly, even though it's probably dry and crappy, it wasn't really giving me bad temps. They were still better than they were before, so I don't know how, but they were. And yeah, other than that, I also just got myself a little green, but that is obviously optional. That is not required to do this. So now, before we hop in and actually start doing anything, I'm going to just show you guys what the Kryosheet looks like. So, that is what the Kryosheet looks like. It is just a small little, like, sheet of something. I can't remember what they call it, but that is all it is. And it's got some protective covering on it. It's in between two sheets, so that way it doesn't get, like, lost or scratched or crushed or anything in transit. So, now that you guys have seen what the thing looks like, I'm going to work on getting this laptop all disassembled and what have you. I'm gonna clean it all up, and then I will show you guys at least what this looks like when you're setting it on the CPUs and whatnot. I think that's where we'll jump in. Well, all right, we've got our two little sheets all installed. We got the new K5 goop all installed. I did not clean the old pink stuff out flawlessly. I got it off of the actual stuff, like the RAMs and the MOSFETs, all that stuff. So that's the point that counts. No one's gonna be seeing that. And I got the fans cleaned really good this time, so everything should be good. I did notice one thing. I forgot to put a little bit of goop on those couple of guys right there. So I'm gonna do that real quick, although I don't even know if those get used. Actually, yes they do. They do touch. So I'll do that real quick. We'll plop this thing, which doesn't look like I did a good job cleaning it, but the points that matter are all good, and that's all I care about. So let's get that thing all K5'd up, those two little things like there, and then let's go ahead and hopefully get this thing put back together, and I'm hoping I'll finally have some okay temps again. Well, all right, guys, we got the thing all put back together and whatnot. So, first things first, as we always do when we open up a computer or fix anything, add anything, we take ourselves a celebratory hit. So let's do that real quick. And now that we got that out of the way, let's make sure we didn't break the son of a bitch. All right, well, it's turning on. That's a good sign. Oh, helps to turn the monitor on. I was like, oh no, but I've got the external monitor hooked up. So, there we go. Now oops. Yeah, if you try to open that sometimes when the thing first turns on, it's not great. We're still on manual, but just to make absolutely sure, not doing any fuzzy business, I'm gonna double do that. And just for fun, I'm gonna quickly go run Cinebench and just see what kind of temps we get up to. So of course we also need some hardware info. No, I don't need a new version just to go do this real quick. So I'm gonna go let that run. and then we'll see what kind of temps it gets up to. Well, we hit an unfortunate roadblock. I ran some Cinebench, did just fine. It actually only got up to 94. Of course, that could just be because it just got turned on and whatnot, so I'm not sitting here thinking that was a victory. But anyway, I started up some 3D Mark. I was gonna run Firestrike to heat up the GPU side and see how that did. And as soon as it got like maybe 20 seconds in, it was getting decent temperatures. It was sitting at like 83 degrees since it just started probably. It didn't even have time to equalize. But then we just shut off. And now here's what happens. You turn it on and it insta shuts off. So GPU might have fried. Or maybe it was overheating and I don't know. It just says PC isn't starting up properly. So you can press enter to try again. And then anytime it tries to get into Windows, it just instantly shuts off. All right, nope, there we go. So obviously there must be something wrong in there, so I'm gonna open it back up. Maybe while I was fiddling with something, one of the pads shifted off. Like I said, they're very, very fidgety, so maybe it just slid off the GPU and it's not making good contact. So no big deal, we'll just open it back up, see if I can't fix it, and then if it still does this, then I guess I finally killed the thing, which would be really unfortunate, but it is what it is. You mess with stuff enough times, you fiddle with it enough times, eventually it's gonna say, I've had enough. So I'm gonna go turn it back off, and hopefully we can get this sorted out. Well, unfortunately, it looks like the thing is toast. No matter what I do, it just randomly shuts off now, and nothing is overheating. I was keeping a good eye on it. GPU was sitting at 68 degrees. CPU was only getting up to like 93, as it was trying to load 3D Mark again, and then nope, just shut off. And I opened it up, reseated it a couple times. I even cut the little silicone pads to perfectly fit the stuff, thinking, maybe they were hanging over the sides and it still wasn't getting good, you know, mounting pressure. Although, wasn't overheating, so I don't know why that would affect anything, but wanted to try different things. But no matter what I try to do, unfortunately, it seems as though this guy is unfortunately finally dead, which is a shame. This is the thing that got my YouTube channel going good. So I guess I'll have to really tear it apart and see if I can't figure out what happened to it. Probably not fixable though. So what I'll probably end up doing is I've had my eye on this, what did they call it? I can't remember the exact mobile chip number of the thing, but it's basically a 16 core 3D chip in a laptop. I think it's a 745 X3D. So 16 cores, 32 threads. Half of the threads are Vcache enabled or 3D Vcache enabled, and then the other half aren't. So, and then it also has a 4090. So it would be a AMD and NVIDIA laptop. And then I also plan to just try and find another one of these used off eBay or something. That way I can keep, you know, the channel going with these, because I know a lot of people want to know how these run. And then whatever new one I get, I can literally just take my good RAM, my 2 SSDs out, plop them in the new one, and everything should start back up like nothing ever happened, you know? So I think that would be a good plan. So that's kind of a shame, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll just get another one, and then we'll have another badass laptop on top of it. So I might just order that other laptop tonight. I mean, I was also looking at this Alienware that was all AMD, but I don't know. Since I already have an all AMD desktop, I kind of wanted to get you know, the mid-range, since I have a Intel and NVIDIA main PC, all AMD secondary PC. We have an all AMD laptop here, and I will replace this with another one. So we will have another all AMD laptop. So then I figured, well, it'd be kind of cool to have a AMD and NVIDIA laptop to go along with it too. And in fact, it would be nice having the fastest mobile gaming processor on top of it all. So I think I will buy that tonight. I think I like that better than the just whatchamacallit, regular 7000 series in the whatchamacallit. I think it's an M18 Alienware of some kind. And it's got like a 7900M, which I think is a 6800 XT, kind of like how mine's a 6700 XT. They love to do that. But anyway, that's about it. Kind of disappointed. I think I'm gonna take me another little hit here. I think that's probably gonna be the end of this bowl anyway. And then we'll wrap this video on up. Well, I guess that's it for now for this guy, but don't worry, I'll replace him soon. I think I even have enough videos to, you know, keep this thing, or keep my YouTube channel with videos of it going until I replace it, I'm hoping. And if not, we'll just have to do what I did with the main computer when it was down for a little bit. I'll just have to do all the games I missed on it later. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my little adventure here. Sucks that the laptop broke in the midst of it all, but that's what I get for opening it up and trying again. I always say, if it's working, leave it alone. That's my general consensus with computers at this point. If it's working, do not mess with it. You're only gonna probably screw something up somehow, some way, even if it doesn't make any sense. I didn't touch anything in there, like no MOSFETs broke, no nothing. I didn't drop any water on it or anything like that. And I was using 99% ISO on the thing, and I didn't even get it sopping wet. I just got it damp to get the tiny little bit off of the, what do you call it, the thermal compound off of the RAM chips and whatnot. And then, yeah, then I just gently brushed all this stuff off with a little makeup brush. Then I blew the rest of it all off with a little, what do you call it? Little, not a vacuum thing, but a little blower thing. Didn't even touch the nozzles to anything. So I'm trying to figure out what on earth happened here. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, if I'm honest, but sometimes computers don't make sense. But anyway, I'm rambling. I think I'm just irritated and sad that the thing is broken, since it's like the thing that started my YouTube channel up all big and whatnot. But don't worry, we'll replace it, and then it'll be replaced by 2 laptops, so that'll be fun. But in any case, that is all I got for you guys for this particular video. I hope you guys still enjoyed the video, even though it broke, but it'll be fixed soon. So, until the next video, peace out, guys.